University Law Department. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 25. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 25.
Hi Greg, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. What are you up to?
I have to go to the university soon. As I'm new, I need to find my way around and find out who does what.
Let me help. I study in the same law department as you, but I've been here a year already. I know most of the people you'll have to deal with.
That would be really helpful. Thanks, Greg.
No problem. Let's start with Mrs. Greenwood. She's the head of the admin office for the department. She's super nice and is always willing to help. If you have any problems about your course registration, timetable, any kind of absences, or even if you want to apply for a university parking permit, she's the one to see. If you're not sure about anything, she'll know the answer or who to ask.
Mrs. Greenwood. Okay, I've got that.
Another important one is Mr. Jameson. He's the college bursar. He's responsible for the financial aspects of all the departments, not just ours. If you've any kind of financial issues, then he's the one to talk to. Apparently he's a bit fierce, but very efficient. I'm not sure where his office is, but Mrs. Greenwood can tell you if you ask her.
What if I have an actual problem with my course content?
You need to see the academic secretary. This is Dr. Bird. He's a lecturer as well, but he also has the responsibility for all testing. If you're struggling with anything concerning that, you should see him. He's very approachable. He's also the person to see if you flunk your exams. He organises the retakes and what will happen if you mess up those as well.
I hope I never have to see him. Now, next year, I was thinking of doing an exchange with a student in the US. I was told I'd have to talk with someone about that as soon as possible.
There are lots of people you'll need to talk to about that, but the first should be Mrs. Churchill. She's responsible for exchanges. She's quite hard to find, so ask Mrs. Greenwood where she is when you're looking for her. You'll need to get your course tutor to write you a reference if you want to do an exchange.
I don't even know who that is yet.
It could be anyone. Mine is Dr. Bird. The best to get would be Mrs. Churchill again, as she's so nice. Just ask the department secretary, Mr. Thompson. He has a list of all the course tutors and organises all that. He'll post the list on the department notice board soon, but I don't think he's done it yet.
You now have some time to look at questions 26 to 30. Now listen to the rest of the discussion and answer questions 26 to 30.
I also need to know who's lecturing in which subject.
I can let you know that too, though there's a lot of courses on offer in the law department. It depends naturally on which courses you wish to take.
I'm not sure yet.
I'll run you through them then. First of all, there's contract law, which would be important if you want to go into any kind of job in commerce later in life. That's lectured by Mr. Kindred in Hall 312. He also does company and business law, as those areas are all interrelated. That's also in room 312.
I'm not sure about a business-style job later. I quite like the idea of something connected to international relations.
Well, if you're interested in that kind of job in the future, you might consider the international law option, which is lectured on by Dr. Bird. He lectures in Hall 314, and it's quite a popular course. I do that one myself.
What else would be connected to that style of course?
Well, if you're interested in that type of course, then the immigration law course is very useful. Dr. Bird lectures on that one too, though in Hall 318. I know a lot of people have gone from that course into government departments. The hirers for this type of job are very keen on students who've taken that course.
My father's a solicitor in our town. I know he'd like me to eventually work with him, so I might take a course that would keep him happy.
That's a popular career option as well, of course. The family law course lectured on by Mrs. Churchill in Hall 315 would be the choice to keep your father happy. Liability law, or tort as it's called in legal circles, is also done by Mrs. Churchill in Hall 315, and that would also help a career as a solicitor.
I heard that a fortune can be made as a tax advisor, if you're good.
That's true, though as you say, you have to be good. There's a tax law course in Hall 311. It's given by Professor Hurd, and that will surely be your passport to riches if that's the career you want. He also does the criminal law course in the same room, if you want to be a barrister. They make good money too, if they're good.
Well, I'm not sure yet, but it's good to keep my options open. Are there any more courses?
Yes, but I'll need to have a look at the course paperwork, which is in my flat. Do you want to come back for a cup of tea and I'll show you the rest of the courses?
Yes, thanks.
That is the end of section 3. You will now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 4.